What up, guys? Back out in the bee yard. So had a rough week. I had my Nucs all come in, have to start being made immediately. I had a lot of stuff at work going on, and then I had I bought I got some chickens and some more ducks at the swap and sell, so that had to take a little priority. Man, guys, it was near close to disaster. But right now I feel like I'm doing pretty good. I'm catching up, and here, let me turn around. Let me turn you around real quick. All right, so as you can see, guys, my fence is made. Now, I had a little trouble, and this is part of the problem that I was dealing with this week. Had a little trouble over here with, I think it was a raccoon. I just don't know. There was a bunch of feathers on the ground over here, and I've kind of moved them now. It was about right in here. A bunch of feathers over here where it looked like it appeared that the raccoon or whatever it was came and grabbed the duck from inside the bars, and then pulled the feathers all off, and in the midst of it, pulled the guts out of one of the ducks. So, and then the duck was not dead right here. It was actually dead over in here, weirdly enough. And so, I only assumed that the raccoon or something pulled through the bars and tried to get it. I don't know if it was a cat, raccoon, I don't know. And I assumed that if it would have climbed over or flew over, that the feathers would have been over here where it died, which was not the case. There was no feathers over here at all. There was only blood, and that was it. And the guts are all out. The feathers over here. So I don't know. I don't know really what happened, but I had a couple of these pieces of wood stacked up over here, not being used, so I just laid it against it. And for the past 2 nights, these guys have been fine. I had 7, now I've got 6. So for the past 2 nights, they've been fine. And I don't know, we'll see. Anyways, that was something that happened this week. And my bees, this has been the priority because I have to split them because my queens came in. And so I'm having to split these crazy things. And I'm actually fixing to go make another nook. I have already made all these nooks. These are nooks that I've already created. When I say nook, guys, that means nucleus. It's a startup of a hive. So basically, I'm taking a couple frames out of these hives back here, and I'm putting it into one of these little yellow things, and it's called a pro nook, and it's a start of a hive. So basically somebody buys this nook here, and they go and they put it in a box just like this. Well, I don't know, give or take 2 months or 2, they'll have a working hive with the queen. This comes with the queen, and I have her marked in these. So, but I got my queens from Gardner Queens in Georgia, so promoting them a little bit because they're awesome. Got them all from there. I bought 10 queens, marked queens. They all arrived alive. Thumbs up to those guys. So Gardner's Queens Apiary, you can find them on Facebook. I might see if I can post a picture right here, I don't know. But the queens came all alive. I bought 10, all 10 arrived, all alive, doing good, all of them marked perfect. And yeah, just gonna promote them a little bit. So I've got, let me see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 nooks here made. I just made these 2 right here just a second ago. I need to make 3 more. So I don't know. I'm gonna look into a single. It hasn't been a good thing, guys, about these singles. The last single last night, I got a little mad. How dare I, right? Got a little mad about the fact of that little single over here in the corner, guys, where the double's at. I looked into that hive last night before it was going dark, and that sucker had nothing to give. Nothing to give. This one right here, I was thinking I was going to at least get something out of it. My expectations for all these hives were to split them evenly. This one had nothing to give. It had a couple pieces of brood, but everything else was nothing. So my current thinking right now is I need to be hardcore feeding these guys, and I talked to my mentor, hardcore feeding these guys so that when my flow hits, that I'm good to go. I've been kind of, so anyways, stressed out a little bit. Jobs have been hitting me hard. I've been kind of, ducks have been getting attacked. Bees need attention. My little mini farm's going to a disaster. And guys, I changed my name because I've been primarily putting things not only of bees, but also of ducks and my geese. And guys, I'm going to be putting some chickens out here sooner or later. So it's a mini farm, a little bitty farm. So I don't know. I'm trying to condense what my videos are into like an idea. And so anyways, for now it's what it's going to be. But anyways, I'm out here right now, and I am going to try to make another nook out of this single hive, which is, or has been, impossible. I know it can be done. The mentor says that he's done it a couple times already, but I'm going to try to make another mini nook here. Nook being nucleus, the start of another hive. So I don't take away anything from this hive other than a couple frames, and I leave the original queen in here because I'm going to put a new queen in the nucleus and let them start fresh. But I'm going to have the original queen in here. I mean, you can do whatever you want. On a new beekeeper, if you were to sell this to a nucleus with an old queen to a new beekeeper, then they could potentially have a loss. So really don't want to do that. So this is why we're doing this. So let me get started. 1 second, guys. Let me go ahead and turn this around. Or actually, I'm not gonna turn it around. I like to see what I'm doing. All right, let me set it up here. All right, so I got my nook right here. Set this right here, and guys, this might be a flop. This hive that I'm looking at might be a flop. I might not get daggone nothing, but you know what? We're gonna check it and try. I'm needing 3 more hives. I need it badly. So here we go. Whew, pull my pants up, they're about to fall down. Woo! All right. Now guys, personal preference here. I'm not a fan of the straps. Not a fan of these at all. I like the bricks. Bricks have been doing really well. When I first began as a beginner, straps were the thing to do because I was kind of worried about my hive tipping over, which is a possibility. But I really like the ease and use of the bricks that I have. I just don't have any more bricks, so had to do it. So, but this is one of this ratchet strap is kind of a previous gimmick that I was doing when I first started, which was about 3 years ago. 2021 was when I started beekeeping. I looked back and found an old video of me having one little hive sitting right here. Oh, it was interesting. All right. So the idea, guys, I need to find the queen. I need to find the queen. I'm going to go ahead and take these empty frames out. I'm going to replace them. These are empty frames. I'm going to replace them with some frames out of the box. All right, so I'm going to set these aside right now. I don't need them. This is how I've been doing my nooks this year. All right, next year might be different. I might learn something different, but you know what? We're going to go with it, see how it goes. Go ahead and do this. I have to find 3 more nooks somewhere. Now guys, I know that the queen's not up here because of one reason. This is a super. This box right here is supposed to hold all my honey that I'm getting. I put the super on these hives. I put them on all of them. I put the super on my hives thinking that eventually my bees were going to go ham and get a lot of nectar. 'Twas not the case, guys. 'Twas not the case. I found out that the weather was not good enough for the bees this year. They didn't do much of nothing. So the reason why I know that my queen is not in here is because of this little contraption right here. A lot of people don't like it. Some people don't use it. Some people say, yeah, whatever. Don't know, don't use it. I like them because, one, I can know that my queen is not up here. It's called a queen excluder, guys. I forgot to mention the name of it. It's a queen excluder. It excludes the queen from going into a place. So, this here, let me go ahead and get it off. It kind of sticks a little bit. You can get, there's two types. There's plastic and metal. Now, I prefer the metal ones because they will not hurt your queen as much. I've been told. Let me go ahead in 1 second. Look for my queen on here, guys. Okay, I don't see her on here. So this is what we call a queen excluder, guys. It's pretty much bars, and you put it on top of a frame so that the queen cannot get through. Her abdomen is too big to be able to enter in and out of these bars, whereas for workers, they're able to go freely. Maybe squeeze a little bit, but you use these to be able to prevent queens from getting into places. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I got my Nuc box right here, okay? Matter of fact, I'm gonna put it right on top. They ain't gonna mind. All right. Well, no, I'm gonna mind. Let's put it that way. Scoot this out of the way. Okay. My Nuc box right here. It's empty, guys. Pro Nuc box. So what I do is I look for an empty frame. Look for an empty frame. This one's got a little honey on it. I might not take that one. I prefer to at least give them a fighting chance with my old one. This one looks good, all right? So I give them an empty frame. I'm making sure there's no queen cells. You don't want to see any queen cells when you're making a Nuc. Otherwise, the queen that you put in there will be killed. A queen, the hive, will prefer to raise their own queen than to find another queen. But if they don't have any other choice but to take a queen that you insert, then they'll take it. So that's the idea. So I'm going through here, making sure there's no, I'm kind of checking the hive, making sure there's no queen cells. There's a lot of honey right here, and I'm thinking about taking one. This makes me happy knowing that this hive has got honey. The other one did not. How stupid and rude of them. I'm making sure that the queen is not on here. This queen's going to be a little different. She's more of a Russian queen, which is more dark. She's a little bit darker than most queens. So she's a little harder to find. But if you lose her, at least I know where she will probably be at. She's either here or there. So I can find her. This one is a good frame of honey. I don't see her on here. So we're going to stick this one over here. So guys, the idea is to get 2 frames. For me, this is what I'm doing this year. People do it differently. 2 frames of brood, 1 frame, let's just do it this way. 2 frames of brood, 1 frame of honey, an empty frame of comb, and a foundation, which is one of these. Empty. So I got a comb, I've got a honey, I'm looking for 2 brood, I'm gonna put one of those in here, and it'll be 5 frames in a 5 Pro Nuc. This is a good honey one right here. That means they're surviving good. I like it. I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at it, make sure that there's no queen cells on here. See if the queen's on here at all. Looking for a black queen. It's a little darker. Russian queen, basically. They I've been told that they specialize in small hives. It's more of a, I don't know. I don't see her on this one. So, and the good thing about a single, guys, compared to a double, is that you know your queen is in this box instead of having to find out whether or not she's in both boxes. That's a positive of a single. The only negative that I can come up with is the fact that you have to feed them all the time, and I'm not a fan of feeding. So, let me go ahead and check here again. I'm looking for the queen, guys. I'm looking for that queen. Where's she at? Where's she at? Where are you, little queenie? Where are you? Hard to find. Especially when they're not marked. That's why I went and bought queens that were marked this year. I like them when they're marked. You can automatically see them. When they're not marked, yeah, it takes a little effort. And I like it to be easy. Easy, they say. Well, all right. Not seeing her. All right, guys. I don't see her on this frame. I want to make sure before I come over there. I like getting a little close to it, make sure I'm seeing every bee individually. And guys, once you start having an idea of what they look like, you'll be able to spot out queens a little quicker. I'm still kind of, like I said, I'm in my 3rd year, so I'm still taking my time. I don't want to miss one. All right, so I don't see the queen on this hive, or this frame. So here we go. All right. So, right here, this is what I'm looking for, guys. This is a queen cell. Now, obviously, it probably don't have an egg in it. Nope, I just opened it up. There's no egg in it. And so, here's another one down here. And so what I do is I just rip them off. I'll rip them off because I don't want any option, an opportunity for a new queen to be made. Now, guys, you will not do this if you don't see the queen in there. If you don't have a queen and you don't have an option for another queen, I would not do that. I would try to have them make another queen. But I've already seen eggs as I'm going through this hive just now. I just neglected to say it. I've already seen eggs in here, so I know the queen is in here, at least within the past 3 days. And so I am going to cut out all these queen cells because I don't want them to raise another queen. I want them to be able to keep the one that they've got because it takes so long for a new queen to be made. I need them to be pushing for this next flow of honey. All right, let's keep looking here, guys, for this queen. Look, keep looking here. Where is she at? This is a very good frame, guys. Full of cat brood. That right there will be about 2 or 3 frames of bees after it's hatched. And so that's what you want to see in going into a nook. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just set this over here for now because I don't see her on here, but I might be missing her. And I want to make sure before I put her in here if I'm gonna go start hacking away. Oh, there we go. There she is. I missed her. I missed her. Guys, she's right there. She's hiding. Look at that. Look at that bullcrap. She's hiding. Let's see here. Where's she at now? She lost her again. Now, come on, Queenie. Where are you at? There you are. There she is. See her right there, guys? She be hiding. She's coming up right up through here. Am I giving it to you? There she is right there. I don't know if I'm showing it. I don't know if I'm showing it good enough. She's right there. There she is. She be hiding. She's a little darker queen than average Italian, but she's a little harder to find too, guys. But you know, there she is. So I found her there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure she stays. She's going to be over here. And I'm going to push all these other frames over so I don't squish her and I know where she's at. We separate her a little bit from the rest of the crowd. All right. Set her over here. I'm going to make, and I need to go through, and I found good. So I'm going to go on this side so I know she's not over here. That's a good one. I need to find one more brood. There we go. Good brood right there. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I'm going to go through these later and check and make sure that there's no queen cells on them or anything. All right. Scooter back on. I'm going to feed them later anyways, but I'm going to just do this to make it all be known. Super back on. All right, and then I can take my lid of my Pro Nook and place it right on top. All right, and that'll be one. All right, I'm gonna put the queen. Let me set you guys up over here real quick. Pull my pants up. Make sure this is on here. I'll put the queen in here in just a minute, guys, but not right at the moment. I need to make some more. I need to make 2 more. Well, not basically, because one of my hives is not going to require a nook, so I'm probably just going to use the queen on it. But 2 more, just 1 more nook that I got to make. I'm going to a different yard for that one. So. But anyways, all right, that'll be it for me right now. I'll be making nooks and feeding them, and then hopefully somebody will buy these things. I don't know. I'll be using 5 of them. I'm gonna make me another yard, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But that's it for now.